Hey y'all, hey. Happy to be back. Um so I'm just going to wait until y'all roll in a little bit. On your way in, hit the like button for me, please. Por favor. Yes, she speaks Spanish, Portuguese, Italiano. No, she don't speak none of that. But hi everyone, welcome. Hi Shonda. Um Hi Deshay. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Hi, happy ADFers and those that are doing OMAD and 24 and 16.8 and all those other protocols. Good evening. Good evening. So I'm going to start off this live with a check-in. I'm the reason you fast now. Ew, ew, ew. Hi, Carmen. Thank you, Sandra. Good evening. So I know I left you guys with a February low carb fasting challenge. So for those that are doing the challenge, this is a check-in. I need to see how you're doing. Are you okay? Annie, is you okay? Is you okay? Is you okay, Annie? For those that are doing the low carb challenge, whether you're OMAD or ADF, whatever, I need to know how it's going. Are you doing the challenge for one? If you're not doing the challenge, are you at least incorporating a low carb dinner? And if you are doing either or, have you felt a difference, benefited, or felt any difference on your fast days from it? Because y'all, I have been low carb a full 3 weeks now. And it is really the difference maker. And the funny thing is, I always knew this was my order of plateau breaking. So when I started ADF in April of 2021, right? I was like, okay, I'm going to give this a try. I'm going to see if this will work. Okay, I'm giving myself 7 days. That was my first challenge to myself in April of 2021 when I started. I started at 252 pounds. Okay. I'm 5'10". And I was like, okay, let me see what happens here. I actually made it to the end of the week and I had lost like 5 pounds. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm going to ride this out until like I reach a plateau. If I reach a plateau, I'll start to incorporate more exercise. And then after the fasting and the exercising plateaus out, then I will finally I will finally do something with my diet, and that was like to always go low carb. So I did ADF until I just paused because I got really hectic with my job and I was doing so much activity that I really couldn't truly ADF like I wanted to anymore. And also because of it triggering jaundice within me. That's just a personal issue. So I paused on it. So I never quite plateaued on ADF. Now that I'm restarting intermittent fasting, we'll call it intermittent fasting, like restarting it with the challenge with you guys back in January. And I'm not as active as I used to be because I had a really physical overnight job as my previous role. Okay, I can't cheat the system anymore. So basically, my two tools were ADF and an active job. Lost the active job. Not quite doing ADF like I used to. So now I have to use intermittent fasting and low carb. Now that I'm here in low carb land, it's really not as hard as I was really probably hyping it up more than I like. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. I think once I found cauliflower rice, I was like, okay, this is it's not bad here. It's not bad. We could do this. We could do this. And because it's low carb and not keto, I feel a lot more flexible. My stomach has never been this flat. Like it hasn't been like bloating be gone. Maybe it's because I'm also incorporating a lot of greens, like the greens. That helps. That greens, that greens powder, regular. But not just regular. I'm a person, for some reason, I inherited something where I don't burp. And you'd be surprised how um, we don't appreciate the act of burping. Like burping is really it's underappreciated because I don't really burp like that. I don't have that. So I was usually always bloated because I just whatever the stomach acids were weak or whatever inside me wasn't working. Them greens got me burping. Not like "Rrr, rrr, rrr," but it's like silent little baby burps are happening throughout the day. And I love that for me. Because from someone who is always bloated and didn't burp to now, like my stomach is really feeling great and I'm debloated. If you don't have a green supplement in your life, please do so. But yeah, has anyone is anyone on the February challenge? Let's be honest. It was kind of last minute, so if you're not, I get it. But if there's anything I would want you to do, it's to at least have the low carb dinner. It really, it really. Um, Hi Joby. Oh, it's first time on my live. Hi Nazreen. You're a little weak. I'm doing 48-24. What the heck is that? What's 48-24? You got to explain that to me, please. Thank you, Lily Billy. Hi, Queen of the South. If I'm the princess, you definitely the queen. You love my earrings. Thank you. Where did I get these from? I think I got it from the beauty supply store. You're low carb right now. You have noticed energy. Yes. Okay, let me finish reading yours. Let me finish reading. I've noticed energy levels and am more satiated. No appetite for any junk food as much. Feel full. I am more active in my new role, standing, moving all day. Girl, that's another thing I forgot to mention. The energy levels are wild. I was like, wow. And that's how you know, like, some people are really suited to more of a meat based or a protein based diet. And some people are more towards a vegetarian plant based diet. Because as much as I wanted to in my brain be plant based, my body wasn't happy with it. I was never satiated and I was kind of lethargic. I will admit. But now that I'm like really upping the protein, like protein galore, double servings of protein in my meals, like I don't slack on the protein. I have so much more energy. And I think it's because my body doesn't like breaking down carbohydrates. After this live, I'm about to tear it up with a high intensity interval training workout. Like, I can't wait to exercise now. It's wild. For lunch, I took a walk outside, which I never do, but I had the energy and I wanted to get rid of it. I like this energy is y'all. I'm flabbergasted. I was so flabbergasted that I had to Google it. I'm like, why do I have so much energy while low carb? And it's basically just like when you're not having to process glucose and running off ketones, it's just a really smooth sailing. those insulin spikes when you crash from having something high glycemic. That crash is it's a crash. So, say you have a muffin for breakfast. How much later are you hungry after a muffin for breakfast? So say you had it at 9 a.m. By what, 10:30, 11, you're like, I'm so hungry. Because when you wake up, you break your fast with something high glycemic, it crashes you even lower than when you woke up, even lower. And so you're ravenous, and now you're on a constant cycle, craving more carbohydrates just to keep any kind of semblance of energy. Whereas when you're running off proteins and fats and you just have a stable blood sugar, that stable blood sugar without those peaks and spikes, you just smooth living. I love it here. I love it here. And my clothes are getting looser. This skirt that I had bought from the Goodwill, and it's a size 6. I don't even know why I picked it up in the first place. Why is she fit now? Huh? Who, me? I'm not a size 6 anywhere. I'm definitely a 8'10". Um, right now I'm like a 10. Before I gained like 10 pounds, I was definitely an 8. But a dress size, I could get away with the 8. But if I could fit a 6, that's why. It doesn't fit comfortably, but it's fitting better than before. So that's cool. Um, and it's so funny because I am energetic, now I want to exercise. And in combination with the low carb and the exercise, things are happening really soon. Things are happening quickly. And because I threw away the scale, I'm just enjoying I'm literally enjoying the journey at this point. I have never really enjoyed the journey before because I still didn't feel all the way in control. I knew I had this cheat code, which was alternate day fasting. And alternate day fasting for me is the cheat code. Okay. Y'all talk about Ozempic and you talk about taking pills and getting VSG. For me, the cheat code was fasting because I was able to eat what I wanted to, drink, have whatever, right? For a day, then fast, get into autophagy for a little bit, burn up my fat, and then do whatever I wanted it to again the following day. So that was my cheat code. But I was still dependent on fasting. I was still dependent on fasting to get anywhere. So if I took the fasting away, which is what happened, I still hadn't gained full control over my eating because I was just eating whatever. I was so used to eating whatever. And when I took the cheat code away, I was like, oh yeah, probably ain't gonna work for long term, huh? So if this is my saying to you, so you need to start working on your diet at this point while you have control on fast days and when you wake up from fast days. When you wake up from a fast is probably the most you'll be in control. Make wise choices. Use that control to make really wise choices. If you find that you're not hungry when you wake up after a fast, use that to your advantage. Fast until you're done fasting, then break your fast safely with something approved. Feel free to Google it, or you can check out my Fast to Feast guide by Colleen Turner. This ADF guide is available for you down below in the description box. Yes, this is my ADF guide for those who want to start ADFing, resume ADFing, and try ADF. I have plenty of chapters in here that will accommodate any and everyone, newbies and veterans. And even in the back, there is a journal section where you could write down your innermost thoughts and accomplishments and goals. So if you're interested, it's available as a physical and an ebook. And that was my sponsor of this video. um, but yeah, the energy is great. Um, I didn't think I would get to the diet portion of ADF. Well, this intermittent fasting journey. I didn't know when I was going to clean it up. I always thought my cleanup would look plant based because it's just like rice is life. Rice is life. But it's at this point where I have control. I feel really good, thankful, and it's kind of easy. Just proteins and vegetables. If I want fruit, I'll have fruit. I'll have Greek yogurt. I love it here. I love it here. Combination with some Chloe Ting. The abs are forming. The waist is forming. I love this for me. The face is slimming down. Can you tell? Can you tell? Do I look different? Do I look different? Okay. All right, we're going to talk about the title of this video, which is "The Body Always Keeps Score." But let me just read your comments real quick. You love my earrings? Thank you. You know, as a flamboyant natural, I need to really start getting into the boldness of earrings because as a big body bends, I could pull it off. I realized probably dainty earrings aren't all for me. I got a big head, I got a big body, I'm tall, I'm strapped in, as Jamaicans would say, strapping. And I could pull it off. So thank you so much. Where did I get the? I feel like either Shein or the beauty supply store. I want to say the beauty supply store, but it might be Shein. I bought a whole bunch of big old earrings when I went to Miami last year. Miami. Fasting 48 hours, feeding for 24 hours. How's that going, author? Um, I will be honest, that doesn't sound right. I feel like each down day should have matching up days. So if you're fasting for 48 hours, I feel like you should feed for 48 hours. But you tell me. I hmm. Hmm. I am first time doing ADF this many times in a row. Low carb has definitely made it easier. Yeah. Yeah. Low carb keto. Love. First time doing keto. Love it. Energy, no cravings. My body's on fire all the time. And I can't eat that much anymore. Yeah. I had to struggle to eat a small bowl of soup, some salad, and 2 chicken wings. And I'm done for the night. I had that before I came on live. I'm done for the night. I'm not eating anything else for the night. What I will do is do my workout of the day while watching Love is Blind Brazil, because I'm just waiting for the new season to come out. That's all I watch on Netflix is reality dating shows. Give me all the reality dating shows on Netflix. Love Island, Love is Blind, Brazil, Sweden, America, Germany, The Ultimatum, all of it. It's just all like, you know why? Because I just like having lighthearted things on while I death scroll on TikTok. Or while I work out, I'll have the video on my phone watching Love is Blind and have an AirPod in so I know when to move to the next. Ooh, focusing on one thing, not this ADHDer. Welcome to my world. I was vegan for 10 years, now keto and protein. Feeling great. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, maybe one day I'll talk about my plant-based story. It all started with a documentary. Yeah, the reason I actually lost 8 kilos. I I could never lose weight before that. Thank you for the amazing, motivating videos. You're very welcome, Nazarene. The great thing about like a longer fast that beats 16/8 and sometimes even OMAD is sometimes we have resistant fat. Sometimes we have so much buildup of insulin, glucose, so much glucose buildup within our bodies that 36 hours is what unsticks weight. It really like gets that burning because we just have so much stored up. So like especially if you are like really obese, not to say that you're obese, but if you're obese in general, um you have a lot of stores, and those really obese people are the ones that'll see like 10 pounds, 12 pounds in a week. It's just a lot of inflammation reduction, a lot of calorie reduction, and really digging in those stores that were never used. Sometimes it takes a while, especially if you're really obese, to even get to those stores. It takes a while because there's just so much glycogen just in your organs surrounding your it's just all over you, and it's going to take some time to get into that fat stores. But the 36 hours is really it's the prime fat loss protocol, the prime one, the prime one. Okay, when you're getting to 48, 48 is like the gut reset. 36 hours is like the fat loss. 24, it's like dopamine reset. 16/8 is just like get her started. Okay. Um, what am I having for? Oh, I had for dinner. I had some chicken soup my mom gave me, a small bowl of like spinach and romaine, and some tomatoes, some apple cider vinegar on it. I like to do my best, my very best, to get some kind of what Dr. Mindy calls ketobiotic, um, probiotic, fermented, something fermented. So whether I will have like sauerkraut with breakfast, or I'll have kimchi with lunch, or I'll sprinkle apple cider vinegar on my salads. I using kefir. Is it kefir? Kefir? I feel like it's kefir. Using kefir, which is like a fermented milk drink, as a smoothie. Those kind of products are good in combination with low carbohydrate, just to feed the good gut microbiome and healthy movements. Okay. So I always do my best to incorporate that. And it helps with the digestion. Helps so much. Oh yeah, and I had 2 chicken wings. Those chicken wings were massive. I'm like, what are they feeding? And then it has the nerves to say no antibiotics, child. The way the chicken wings were huge, you would think is like turkey drumsticks from Disneyland. Jason Fung, ooh, and Dr. Jason Fung always talks about not eating bread and jam for breakfast. Makes us tired and hungry 2 hours later. Absolutely. The other day I went out with my mom. What was it, Saturday? We went to this Mexican restaurant after we went out to Goodwill, perusing for hours. And it was like brunch time. She got a quesadilla, shrimp. I had a omelet. They call it the Mexican omelet. It was like mad eggs and some like Mexican sausage in it. It was so flavorful. But it had like a scoop of guacamole, a little bit of vegetables, right? That's all I had. It came with French fries. My mom ate the French fries. When I tell you, I had that what at 1, lasted me all the way until 5 p.m. and I could have kept going. Like I eggs, they don't play when it comes to satiation because I was full, full for hours. But eggs are such a complete protein that they do like they satisfy everything. It has it's one of the most perfect foods in that it has every amino acid ever in one. It's it's a very complete protein. Eggs hold all the amino acids. The only other things that do is like supplements, like collagen or protein powder or something. I've done ADF since April and I love it, but have hit a big plateau. I've already failed the challenge, didn't succeed with the no carb dinner, need to plan better, but I plan to persevere. Okay, that's great. My biggest thing is like batch cooking. Um, I'll just batch cook. I'm not meal prepping with any containers. I'll just make a whole bunch of one thing and keep it in the fridge so I have access to it whenever. So I'll make a whole bunch of vegetables. I have green beans in my fridge right now. I have a whole bunch of cauliflower rice that I made. The other day, I made some stuffed mushrooms with like the cheese in it. I have those on standby. And I also have some frozen salmon and some turkey burgers. I just access them when I need to. I have eggs in the fridge. I could crack one open, make an omelet. I have some sausages, some chicken sausages that are always like those are quick and easy. And then I have some Greek yogurt cups. So, yeah, and an air fryer. When I tell you the air fryer has changed my life. When I tell you, I don't know what I was doing without I don't know what I was doing without an air fryer. Um the air fryer for president. Okay, I'm voting for it in 2024. I pray it's on the ballot because air fryers. Air fryers. I got the Ninja Foodie with the two baskets. Easy life, easy life. I will come in, be starving, throw something in there, and maybe 15 minutes later, I'm eating. 15 minutes, okay? I love that for me. I love that for me. I come in with the kids, I could throw their food in there, eating, eating in 15 minutes flat. Not just like waiting and preparing, eating in 15 minutes. I am eating from start to finish in 15 minutes. I love that for me. These tips, low carb, 30 days until weigh in, and mental components are really doing it for me. I've done just about every diet there is. This is a good lifestyle for me. That I'm glad you used the word lifestyle because it is truly a lifestyle. This is not a diet. This is not a fad. This is not a trend. It's not. This is a lifestyle. And the more you put into your brain, I am a healthy person. I am a faster. I am, I am. You start claiming it. You are. I am sober. I am smoke free. I am a genius. Like, whatever. Just start calling yourself it. Don't say, I want to, or it would be nice if, or I'm trying. No, I am. Call yourself, I am. Okay. I am a faster. I am a faster. Say it. I am a faster. A little louder. I am a faster. Okay. All right. Good job. Start moving with I am. Okay? I am a runner. I am a swimmer. Okay. I am a technician. Like whatever you are, claim it. Whatever you want to be. I am a model. I am looking good in this bikini. Okay, whatever. Just start with I am and claim it. And then all of a sudden your life will just start moving towards it because you are it. You're no longer pretending or trying to step into shoes that aren't yours. They're your shoes, walk in them. Start claiming who you are, and this is the lifestyle part. I am a low carber, and I love it here. Like, I look at menus now and like, "Ooh, what are the low carb options?" Like, I get it now. Before I used to watch them housewives, all them little, especially what housewives of Beverly Hills, and like they just stay slim. You look at their plates and they're like always pushing around salad and eating like a stick of whatever. But these women are like primarily low carb. I'm like, how do they do that? I get it. I get it. For one, you feel great. For two, you look great. And like you just, once you have those two, who wants to go back? It doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel great. I haven't drank since mid January, which is when I broke my dry January. But that was because I was on a date and I was under, a bad circumstance. It wasn't, I won't say bad, but an abnormal circumstance. But I have no inclination to drink. I I'm about to start like turning down drinks when I go out. Cause once you start, you don't want to go back. Once you start feeling great, looking great, it's hard to go back. It really is. I have still yet to get into tonight's topic. Um, your body always keeps score, right? So I was watching this TikTok and this lady was going in and she was like, why you're not losing weight? I was like, listen, let me listen to this. She's like, you guys aren't doing the work. I was like, oh, I've heard that before. She's like, you guys, people like to lie to themselves and take credit for work that's not being done. Ooh, I wrote it. Ooh, let me see if it's in my notes. Let me see if it's in my notes because I wrote it down and I have to repeat it to you. Okay, here you go. She said, she said, you want A plus results with C minus effort. When she said that, I was like, I have to come to the people them and check them real quick because she's right. She's right. We are expecting all this beauty and ease and just A plus results with C minus effort. People that are calorie counting and don't even add the butter they put in their eggs in the count. Make it make sense. How come I'm not losing weight? I don't get it. I calorie track. Girl, are you being honest? Or are you just lying to yourself? Because guess what? You could put whatever you want in MyFitnessPal, but the body always keeps score. I put this down as a topic to talk about even before I saw that TikTok because I really loved what she said. People want A plus results with C minus effort. But I get a lot like, I've been doing this for that time and I've only lost do 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 do. And in my head I'm like, what are you doing? Like if somebody told me they went a whole month, they're doing ADF they're doing ADF and have lost no weight, it's you. It's you. It's dead ass you. It's not, don't ever try to check ADF, because if you're going a whole month, especially as a newbie, you're overweight and you've lost no weight, it's you. It's definitely you. Seriously. Because it is impossible to be in that much of a calorie deficit and lose nothing. Nothing. Just nothing. It's one thing to lose 5 to 7 pounds in a month. That's great. Some people lose more. Some people, if you're losing 2 pounds and you're just starting, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. And it's not that it's bad. It's just you need to be honest with yourself. And when you're honest with yourself, then you could have a more realistic timeline. It's okay if you don't want to do ADF. It's okay if you just want to do 3 times a week or 2 times a week. It's okay if you just want to do OMAD. It's okay if you just want to do 16-8. But don't expect fast results. That's unrealistic. Don't expect, if you're on a low calorie diet and you're counting calories and all that, and you're eating at night, late at night, you wake up and you just sneak into the kitchen and you, oh, this won't hurt. And then you're mad when you step on the scale and you don't see what you want. And you don't understand. I don't get why. I don't understand. Huh? What don't you understand? It was very apparent that your actions dictated your outcomes. Don't lie to yourself. Do not lie to yourself. Be very honest with yourself, because although being delusional is trending right now, okay? Being delulu, being delulu is trending at this point, right? Don't be delusional about weight loss, because the thing about weight loss is very scientific. And that's one thing you can't be delusional about. Science. Science is too factual, it's too logical, it's too numerical. Weight loss is a very simple process. It's simple, but it's not easy, just like fasting. It's simple, but it's not easy. Weight loss is, when it comes down to it, it's something that is possible for any and everyone, but only if you're doing what you're supposed to do. If you are overeating on feast days, if you are being wholly sedentary, if you are not following a pattern in your fasting, if you are using too many crutches during your fast period, you're not going to get the results you're expecting. Why? Because you're giving C minus effort and expecting A plus results. That's, as long as you understand that your effort, your C minus efforts is going to extend your journey time. Do you, boo? Do you? There's no judgment, there's no shame. Everybody should move at their own pace. But it's, if you want the pace to be A plus, you gotta be strict. You need to be strict. And it's okay to be strict. That's where the discipline comes in. It's okay to have discipline. That's how people get what they want. And usually quickly. Start being real with yourself. Check yourself. If you know your diet ain't great, like mine wasn't, and then I was like, I'm gaining weight, I don't know. It's time to wake up and smell the coffee, girl. Fix your diet. And I did. And now I'm getting way better results. I hate how my stomach looks. Start doing some exercising. Burn that belly fat. Burn the belly fat. And now I'm getting way better results. My C minus effort has stepped up into a good B plus. Actually, I'm an A. I'm a solid A. I'm getting A results right now because I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful with my changes. I'm very happy that I changed my diet, and with that diet change, I have way more energy to incorporate exercise. Because before, all I wanted to do was lay on the couch. It's wild how much diet like transforms you. But just be honest with yourself because the body will always tell you what's going on. A lot of people walk around here, you could see all the trauma they just built on them. Each pound is just like trauma here, trauma there. The body's keeping score. The body knows. The body is building up with all this toxicity, trauma, um, emotional hurt, unhealed wounds. It's very rare for me to honestly meet someone, a overweight woman that has not had some kind of SA in their life. And if you know what SA is, then you know what SA is. It's very rare that I meet an overweight woman that has not experienced some form of SA. It's unfortunate. The body is keeping score of all that hurt. The body, although you feel in your brain, I've moved past this, obviously not. Obviously not. And that's not the only indicator, it's not the only dictator, but 9 times out of 10, women with unhealed trauma are overweight and or obese. Sometimes for them it is a shield. Most times it's emotional healing, like eating and comfort through eating. No one understands. So, food, you know, there's so much that the body is just holding on to that we have the power to change. But to do so, it requires a large dose of self awareness. It's really imperative. Like my whole channel, honestly, is based on self awareness, accountability. And if you're a person that knows how to take accountability, you can never be a narcissist, okay? Because that's one thing narcissists don't do. Narcissistic people, let me not say narcissist because I am no therapist I'm no psychiatrist, okay? Anybody with narcissistic traits, they don't know how to take accountability. They'll blame it all on everybody else. They are the everlasting victim of all their trials and tribulations. It's everyone else's fault. That person did this, that's why I'm this. And I couldn't have done this, and if this person have done that. But when do you stop and say, "Hey, I'm the common denominator." You don't have to blame yourself, but it is important to see what part you took in this. How did I get here? How did I get here is a great question to start with. How did I get here? What happened? When did this start? What happened to you? What happened to me? Ask yourself that. It's a great time to start journaling in your Fast to Feast guide. Link down below. But no, seriously, it journaling, it brings these things out of you. And it's hard. Who wants to do that? That sucks. Honestly, it's very uncomfortable. It's a reason why I kind of shied away from therapy again, because I hate bringing up things that make me feel like I can't, like, what could I have done, or powerless. Something that Bringing up something that I feel powerless in, it makes me very uncomfortable, because I'm a solutions oriented person. So, like, issues, things that you could have done and I couldn't have done, it's just like I hate talking about it. A lot of people don't want to dig deep, and I get it. It's uncomfortable. It is. I who You'd rather just bury it in your subconscious. But guess what? The body keeps score. The body's going to show all of this, all that high blood pressure, all that high cholesterol, all that wild I was going to say something else. Sometimes even like our sexual partners are manifestations of our trauma. Like, we're attracted to the same person in a different body. And how does that, what does the outcome look like for that? Familiarity, you know? Be careful, make wise choices, make the choices that will bring you to the next stage, because you could tell me all that you're doing. You could tell me, Colleen, I've been doing ADF for 3 months and there's been no change, and I'm still. All I could think when I read those is, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because there's no reason no one should be fasting and not seeing any results. It's mind boggling to me. It doesn't make mathematical sense to me. Okay. Not to say that it can't happen, but it doesn't make mathematical, logical, fasting, science study related sense to me. You Not everybody is an anomaly. So, what are you doing? Are you actually doing true ADF? Because if you're doing true ADF, which I call true ADF, when you are alternate day fasting, Monday I'm fasting, Tuesday feast, Wednesday I'm fasting, Thursday feast, Friday I'm fast. That's true alternate day fasting. Okay. Some people do 5-3. That's not it. 5-2. Some people do 4-3. Okay. That's going to take a little bit longer, just a smidge, a hair longer than ADF. It's still very um, impactful. Okay. So your timeline might be a little longer. You're still going to put in all the effort and know that, hey, I'll get there when I get there. But if you, I don't get it. Like, how are you fasting and not seeing any changes? You probably need to do some exercising. You probably need to clean up your diet. It's really, I'm not bugging. If you're doing something for at least a month and something's not working, change. Just change something. Um, Say you are OMADing and I'm not seeing any results OMADing, try ADF. If you're doing ADF and you're not seeing anything, do some walking. If your diet sucks and you've been eating McDonald's during your feast window, try not eating fast food. Like, you don't have to do a whole cleanup and restock your fridge and pantry, but try not to eat fast food. It's little things that can make a big difference, and see less of those comments, because there's no reason you should be fasting and not seeing anything. Okay. The body keeps score. You could tell me whatever you want in the comments, but your body is saying something else. Your body is like, oh, Yeah, but she is using all this butter while cooking, and she used about, a half a cup of oil. I'm like, oh, well, honey, that adds up, my love. That's another great thing about the air fryer. No oil. I love it here. Um, don't forget to hit the like button for me, please. I'm praying this works for me. I've done everything. I don't have huge amounts to lose, but a good 30 pounds would do me some justice and get me back to me. Listen, if you're ready, then you're ready. You don't have to hope. You just know that when I walked into it, I said, I'm going to give myself 7 days. I didn't say, I hope I can manage 7 days. No, I said, I'm going to give myself 7 days. Remember those I am statements? Start leading with those. There's no more I hope or I'll try or maybe I'll. No, it's I am going to. I will. I am. I am going to wake up at 6 a.m. and go to the gym. I am going to prepare my meal, which is fully low carb at dinner. I am. When you leave yourself wiggle room, you're going to wiggle your way out of it. Stop giving yourself the wiggle room. Enough. Enough. How long you want to be fat for? I don't I don't want to be fat. I want to be skinty. Me personally, I want to look hella cute in my thrifted dresses. I bought a whole bunch. And by the time summer rolls around, I want my tailor busy, taking in all them waists. Okay, I don't want to be fat. I don't want you to be fat. Enough is enough. Clean it up. Clean it up. Just I am. I am fasting today. Not I hope to finish this fast and I hope and uh, I'll just I am fasting today. Point blank period. That's the great thing about fasting, or what I truly like about fasting is there's no wiggle room. It's either you are or you are not. But you have to go into the day like I am fasting. Not, oh, I'll try fasting today and see what happens. I am fasting today. That's what I did the first time I ever tried ADF. I am going to give myself 7 days. And I did. And 67 pounds later, here I am preaching to you with a whole book dedicated to ADF. Like, what? This is amazing. You know why? All because I said I am. I am. I am can get you far. I promise you. Just start claiming it in the name of Jesus. Why not? That's what you should be delusional about. The greatness. Be delusional about greatness. I am a pop star. I am America's next top model. I am the vice president of a CEO, Fortune 500. Like, what? Everybody gonna be looking at you like you're crazy. This is the delusion we want. Yes. And it's not even delusional. It's called aim high. Aim high. What's the worst? What's the worst that could happen, my love? You actually obtain it? What? What? Did somebody say succeed? Did somebody say greatness? Yeah. Just open up that little mind, open up that box you put yourself into. What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? I always like to refer back to that little saying, like the bird was on the branch and he looks back at his mom and is like, but what if I fall? And the mama is like, but what if you fly? Well, what if you fly? Claim it. I fasted 5 days. Oops. Okay. I'm beautiful. Thank you, somewhere in space. Oh my gosh, y'all have so many comments. Ooh. Okay. Leave scale alone, shrinkage and clothing fit is the best indicator. Love that. I love putting on clothes. Love using clothes as a indicator, especially something tight. I fasted 5 days when I restarted eating, nearly died. But here you are living. February 14th. Yes, I can't wait for Love is Blind. When I tell you I love reality TV, I don't even feel guilty about it. Whoever couples up with me, just mind your business and let me watch in peace, okay? I love Housewives, Married at First Sight. Um, what's the other one I watch? Potomac. I love reality TV. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop anymore. Like for wow, it's like 7 years now. Stopped watching that. But you know what too that I love about Love is Blind? Like I want to start making lessons we can learn from it. Like so many, and it's always when you're on the outside looking in, can you see the red flags? It's never from the inside out. Oh, anyways, let me move this back. I'm probably like hella loud. I tried eating one of those big ass salads and it took me 3.5 hours. I got tired of chewing, but it was banging. Yeah, the funny thing is that I don't really do big ass salads anymore now. Like I don't even have the stomach space. Now I just do small ass salads. Before I was like so hungry. But what I realized was I wasn't having enough protein. Now, once I had enough protein, like I could have just a moderate bowl of salads. But yeah, throw the kitchen sink in those things. They're so delicious. I watched First Dates on RTE Player. It's gas seeing how the date goes. Yeah, those things are fun. I love it. Looking really beautiful, sis. Thank you, Jacqueline. What's so beautiful about me tonight? Y'all so sweet. You know what it is? I did my eyeliner with black eyeshadow. That's a vibe. That's a vibe. It like gives this smokier look. I likes that for me. I likes that for me. And trying to style these my little like micro lock babies. Can't wait till it's just like big and long and whew. Anyways, sometimes after 36 hours you don't feel hungry. Yeah, that's the point. The whole point is to bring your blood sugar down to nil, nada, zilch, zero. And that honestly, that's the beginning of some people's 21-day fast. Like you're on autopilot once your sugar is regulated. You're on autopilot. Like there's no need to eat. When I tell you when I did that 72-hour fast, I got it. I understood why monks were on cloud 9. I understood why it's in the Bible. I get it. It is a unmatched high, like cruising on a fast, a long-term extended fast. Wild, wild, wild. I'll never forget that. When I tell you it was a pure fast, I had no medication, I had no supplements, I had no coffee, I had no tea, only water. Only water because I wanted that pure autophagy because I was doing it for health reasons. I was using it to shrink my fibroid, and by day 3, like I was bleeding for 3 weeks straight. By day 3, the bleeding was done. I have never bled again since. I have never had breakthrough bleeding from my fibroid ever since. Ever since. And that was when did I make that video? That was September because I remember I went to the ER Labor Day weekend. I remember I went to the ER. I was in pain. I was bleeding 3 weeks straight, 3 weeks. And I felt weak. And they did the ultrasound and had 2 fibroids. And I decided, okay, fasting, get to work. because I knew it. I did a little bit of Googling, but I know the healing powers of fasting. I know it could take away cancer cells. I know it could reverse arthritis and all kind of stuff. I know. So I said, okay, 72 hours. Never had breakthrough bleeding again. I don't know what happened, what took place in there. I'm not mad at it. It stopped. I'm not trying to start it again. And if it did start again, I know exactly what to do. My last couple of fast days, I felt off, not quite a headache, but lightheaded, not dizzy. What could be the issue? I've been using keto chow in my water, taking magnesium. Um, not quite a headache. If anybody has any input for Taliba, let me know because check your blood pressure just to be sure. Just to be sure, check your blood pressure. If you're drinking coffee, take a break from it. Okay? If you're drinking coffee, take a break and respect your body. You might need a little break. Maybe stop until you feel a little okay, address what could be the issue, and then get back on it if you're ready. The funny thing is, Keto Chow reached out to me. They're sending me a whole bunch of stuff too. It's funny that you mentioned that. Yeah, check your blood pressure, stop coffee, and take a break. Okay? If you are having a high carb feast day, try to wind down on the carbs because you could be doing that transition from running on glycogen to running on ketones, and it might be like a hard transition for you. That transition doesn't feel great for anyone, and that's kind of like one of the big reasons I went low carb. I hate the transition. So, try that. Please, please make a video fasting for PCOS. I can't, my dear. I don't know anything about PCOS. But there's plenty of people that do. Dr. Mindy Peltz, for one. Jen Stevens. She has a great podcast too. I like that. Do you do ADF during your ovulation time frame? Um, After this little challenge, this little February challenge, I am planning on following I'm going to follow this fasting protocol by, what's her name? Mindy, just to see how that goes. Because since I've gone low carb, I don't feel like I need to be fasting as hard anymore because I'm getting a lot of the outcomes, the results from the low carb that I would have gotten from ADF. So I'm going to try one of her protocols in her book. So from days 1 to 10, it's like it's intermittent fasting for 2 days, then 1 to 2 days of a longer fast, and then the rest of the days is a intermittent fast. And then from days 11 to 16, she has the ovulation phase, which is more hormone feasting foods, less fasting. Then a little period, another power phase, which you could do a 3-day fast if you wanted to. You could incorporate more fasting. And then from days 20 to bleed is no fasting or 13 hours max. So I'm going to try her protocol and see how it goes. Right now, I'm actually in my ovulation phase and been eating a little higher carbohydrates, higher, which means I probably have like some sweet potatoes or maybe an apple, more more high carb. Air fryer, I can relate. Don't burn pots or foods anymore. I'd forget about them. No more with that in the air fryer. I'm an air fryer owner. High five. I'm skinny. Yes, I am skinny. Claim it. Claim it. Write your affirmations. There you go. Your affirmations in the comments. Write your affirmations in the comments. What are you? I am fill in the blank. I am filling. I want to see them. Start typing them, please. I want to read them out loud and shout you out, please. So Nazarene said she's skinny. She is skinny. Nazarene is skinny. My first fast was yesterday, fasting now. So let's see how tomorrow goes. I loved how it made me feel. I felt lighter, felt clarity, didn't feel the need to binge eat. I'm excited for this change. I'm excited for you. Air fryer, hell yes. Definitely a game changer. Yeah. I am the epitome of health to say myself every hour on fast days. Ken Ken, yes. Ken Ken is the epitome of health. You heard it here first. I know you said 72-hour fasts are powerful. How often do you think it is okay for us to do those? Honestly, maybe twice a year. If you're battling something, you could do it quarterly. You shouldn't be doing 72 hours every week. They're very powerful. Unless you have something you're clearing out, it's not necessary. Um, Twice a year is fine. I am a faster. Carmen Simon says she is a faster. C minus effort oftentimes get you participation trophy. Y'all don't deserve no participation trophy. You deserve a kick in the ass and a correction. And if you really can't tell rewarding or binging, then wait for an hour or so before eating. It's true. Thank you so much for this and every live. I truly appreciate you. I've never been this consistent. Oh, I love that for you. Good job. Oh my God, I love you so much. You have the best energy. Bless you. Thank you so much. Smile later, cry now. Mm. That's a scrappy little name you got there. Accountability, like consistency, is key, no matter how cliche it sounds. If you want something different, you have to do something different. Point blank, period. Period. Oh my God, I don't have my nails on. You're so gorgeous, so natural. It's giving Mother Earth herself. Wow, thank you. And the funny thing is, I don't even like green. I don't think it looks decent on me, but we rock with it. We rock with it. It's giving Mother Earth. It's giving Mother Earth. Hello, Princess. Happy to listen to you. Hello, Paola? Paola? Is it Paolo or Paola? Paola. Thank you, Kenya. Classic Beauty. Yeah, Shayna, that hit hard. Yeah. So once again, to reiterate, you don't expect A+ results and you're giving C- efforts. It'll never happen. You could tell all the world what you're doing, but if it looks like you're not doing that, you know what I've been into lately? There's this channel on YouTube. Honestly, I don't want to see nothing else but this. Let me see if I could find it. I'm serious. Hold on, hold on. And it's been coming up on my YouTube feed and I just been loving it. Let me see if I could find the page. Hold on. Please don't leave. I hope I find it. I hope I find one. I can't remember the name of the channel, but it's actually more inspirational than anything I've ever seen. Fitness. Okay. Okay, here it is. Okay. The page is The page is called Healthy Ever After. Okay. This page, all it does is it does pieces on people who are fit, well past 40. The most inspiring thing ever. Let me put the at in the chat. I'll put the at in the chat. Okay, Healthy Ever After. So inspiring. Okay, I don't want to hear from nobody, because there's 80-year-old grandmas lifting weights at the gym. There's 76-year-old men juicing up their drinks every morning. Okay, I don't want to hear about, oh, but they're retired. I don't want to hear it, because they're putting A plus results and getting A plus efforts and getting A plus results. And they are grown. Okay, so us as youthful people, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s and up, how are we letting 76-year-olds do more pull-ups than us? It's a damn shame. When I tell you, these people are men and women, especially I love looking at the women, because they look fine. They look fine, okay? 52-year-olds, 66-year-olds, Denise Austin, Ziggy Marley, um, Annie Judas is 18, 80, and doing push-ups. 61, 75 years old, Stevie Nicks. I love this page. Like, and they do really great pieces on these people. Angela Bassett, 64, reveals the secret to conquer eight. Like, I love watching older people be fit, because it's like, if they can do it, I have absolutely no excuse. There's no excuse. You make time for the things you want. That's it. If people want to smoke, it doesn't matter how broke they are, they always find money to buy cigarettes. How? Why? I thought you was broke. How you always have money to buy $20 cigarettes? I need more smoke. You can't tell me nothing, okay? I don't want to hear about time. I don't want to hear about commitments. I don't want to hear about I'm a mom. I don't want to hear it. You go for what you want. And if you don't go for it, you don't want it that bad. And I've said that before. If anything that you have in your life is because you wanted it, anything that you don't have and do want is because you didn't want it bad enough. You didn't want it bad enough. I don't have my degree. I don't have my degree. You know why? Because the time I was supposed to finish my degree, I got an opportunity for a job. What did that mean to me? I don't need my degree. I don't need that, because I'm literally getting the experience right the hell now. Why would I push off the experience for a degree that I'm getting the job for right now? So I got the job, pushed off the degree. I didn't want it that bad. I wanted the opportunity, so I took it. Now I want the degree. So I'm pushing for the degree. Hell and high water. It's taking me 6, 7 years to get a bachelor's. I could have been got the bachelor's. You know why? I'm coasting. Even right now, I'm coasting. I don't want it that bad. If I really wanted the degree that bad, guess what? I would be taking out loans. You wouldn't even see me on live, writing all the essays, taking 6 courses at a time. Why? Because I want it that bad. You understand? It's not just about weight loss. Anything that you want in life, you push hard for. You want those shoes, you're going to push hard for it. You want that new dining room set, you're going to push hard for it. You want that man, You're going to push for it. You want the car, you want the house, you want anything that you want. You want the experience, you want the job opportunity, you want the certificate, whatever you want, you're going to push for it. I want those concert tickets. I want that trip. I want that travel. You're going to push for it. And if you don't have it, you didn't want it that bad. It's that simple. But uh the economy, I don't want to hear it. People that want it, they go get it. And those mature people, they wanted it. And so they went after it and they got it and they look great. I love that for them because I don't want to look at no young 21-year-old whose body never experienced pregnancy. That's not inspiring to me. That's not, I'm not inspired by a gym bunny in Alphalete or Gym Shark shaking her buns when all she has all day to do is do reps, squats, and record herself on TikTok. Like, I'm not interested. I want to follow um, this 86-year-old woman who has abs and I don't. Like, that's inspiring to me. Anyways. Today was my first day of ADF, caved at 6:30. At least it was low carb. I'm now on my stationary bike trying to make a comeback. You don't have to make a comeback. You got the low carb going. I'm proud of you. Listen, you should be in ketosis. If you break it and with a low carb, you are in ketosis, my dear. You will feel the effects. Please support Colleen by liking the video. Yeah, I would appreciate if you like the video. That'd be awesome. Um Yeah, I'm not going to take this too long because I do need to work out. I'm still in my work clothes. ADF is working for me. I'm seeing great results in starting on the 1st. First of what? February? January? I stopped cheating myself and started just drinking water. That makes me so happy. Um, I know there's treat fasting. I know there's treat fasting, but y'all, if you haven't tried strict fasting yet, for one, there's a chapter in the Fast to Feast book that I made, this guide. There's a chapter on treat fasting versus strict fasting. And, it tells you what you can do in both, and why each has its pros and cons. But honestly, strict fasting is the way to go. It really is. It really is. You won't spike your insulin. And when you spike your insulin, it's hard to fight down that craving. I did ADF, 348s and 372 this month, and I'm down 28 pounds. That's amazing. Starting weight was 265. I'm at 237 now. Fasting works, and oh boy, did it help my mental health. Oh, that's wonderful, Ken Ken. That's awesome. Did you hear that, guys? This month, I'm reading it again. This month, I must be talking about January. Yeah, I think he's talking about January. That's awesome, though. Either way, that's amazing. That's a lot of weight. Wow, great job. That's awesome. 28 pounds for the start of the year. That's a big way to start the year. Great. You are doing wonders. You'll be in Wonderland in no time. I think my weight hasn't dropped like that because I'm building muscle. Absolutely. Leave the scale alone. Drop kick the scale into the street and then watch like four, you know, pickup trucks run over it. And don't clean it up. Just leave it in the street. Just drop kick the scale. What day do you work out on? 6 days a week. At this point, I work out 6 days a week. Actually, I work out 7 days a week. I just I do the program that I'm doing with Chloe Ting 6 days a week, even though she tells us to take 2 days off. I can't. I like the results too much and I have way too much energy. Even if I do the rest day, I'm probably on the floor, on the mat, doing something else because I just have to work out. Like I feel the energy is unmatched, low carb. I am for president. That's hilarious. I feel better when fasting. I feel happier and more alive. Love that for you. Yeah, the mental clarity is no joke. Hi, Kimba. I was stuck for 3 weeks due to my cycle. Marie, I kid you not. I listened to your advice, increased my caloric intake on feast days, and my body needed those carbs. Now the weight is melting off. I'm telling y'all, do not undereat on fast days. Do not undereat on fast days. Um, it's really, it's really important. I have a whole chapter called The Importance of Feast Day. So Lake's comment is the reason why. The body it'll backfire if you undereat, okay? Um yeah, this is a good chapter. I was going to read some, but I really have to wrap it up. 44 hours in, we could do it. Favorite collagen brand? The only collagen I believe in is Vital Proteins at this present moment. I love how I didn't realize how unflavored it was, like the unflavored one. I didn't realize how unflavored it was until I tried another brand that was unflavored. Disgusting. And plus, Vital Proteins, um, the texture dissolves beautifully. Chef's kiss on the dissolving rate. Like you put it in, it dissolves. The other one was clumpy, but goodbye. So Vital Proteins, I have that link down below if you're interested. And I definitely will be repurchasing the chocolate one. The chocolate one is delicious. I love mixing it into Greek yogurt. Y'all want a little protein snack? Chocolate cravings? Get you some Greek yogurt, a scoop of chocolate collagen protein, collagen peptides, and a little granola on top. I like the keto crunch from Aldi. Happy to catch you live tonight. I have a question. Would you recommend doing ADF during that ovulation period? Okay. Has anyone experienced cravings around that time? Um, for me, since I don't care about getting pregnant, I'll just fast through it. But I do definitely care about the week before my period. But that's really, if you're trying to get pregnant, if you're worried about your eggs, then respect that period. The first day is the worst with the headache. Yeah, that's that transition from glycogen to ketones. I do regular 72-hour fast since diagnosed with breast cancer twice, plus my regular fasting protocol is 24. It's so funny how I could easily do prolonged fast, but I find it difficult to do ADF. It's at that point it's mental. It really is mental. Your body already knows what to do. At that point, it's like you're so used to that meal a day. It's mental. Promise you. What the heck was that? I am consistent. Yes. Paolo is consistent. I am strong and willing, Lily Billy. I am disciplined. I am at my goal weight. I am confident. I am in control. I am brave. Asia caught alive. Ew, ew, ew. You're about to lose it too because I'm about to bounce. You're from Cambodia. Really love your videos. You inspire me a lot. I start off at 75 and land at 60. Still stuck at this weight. My ultimate goal is 50K. Think about your diet and exercise. What can you change to maybe unstick that? Um, have you tried it, Sharon? Was it good? Yeah. I love that little combo as a treat. High protein snack. Delish. And with that, I'm going to end off this live. Remember, you can tell me what you want to tell me. You could talk about it in the ADF group, but remember, the body is keeping score. You can't lie to yourself because if she feels like she's being overfed, under exercised, under fasted, over fasted, over just anything that's not giving A plus effort, the body is going to tell on you. Your body is going to tell on you. So don't forget, put in A plus efforts and you're going to get A plus results. If you put in C minus effort, you're going to get C minus results. As long as you know that, you'll be fine. But if you try to rush a process with poor effort, you won't get anywhere. You won't get anywhere. And if you do get anywhere, it'll be hella slow. So it'll feel like you're moving backwards anyway. Okay? The body don't lie. The body don't lie. And on that note, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Um, Tomorrow you won't see me, but hit like on your way out. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna go get my Chloe Ting on. Love y'all. Bye bye.